Just gonna settle for the other.
Definitely. I apologize for the interruption to your first program. My name is Caroline.
No, it's not good.
Please listen carefully. I have an urgent message for Steph and Salvatore.
Simple enough. 2 lines, you're pregnant. 1 line, you're not.
How many lines have you been mystically knocked up by a coven of dead witches?
Guess we'll find out in 3 minutes.
This is crazy. I mean, you're an occult studies professor. Have you ever come across anything about a pregnant vampire?
No. But until a few weeks ago, I'd never heard of a stone that was full of tormented vampire souls either.
But how would it even be possible? I'm technically dead.
Well, your body basically functions normally. Your heart beats. You breathe. I mean, is it that far outside the realm of possibility that your body could support a baby, too?
Why would the coven want me to?
I don't think they had a choice. Jim and I won't lie. They couldn't let the future of their coven perish along with them, so they had to put the baby someplace safe inside a body that
I saw Conan Date.
wouldn't die.
Remember what I smell?
We're hosting Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving's tomorrow.
Well, pre-Thanksgiving. Whatever.
Whatever happened to taking out Julian? Remember him? Killed a woman, your firstborn. You know, I cleared out my entire schedule so we can make that guy count worms. You're too busy baking.
Julian knows that I want him dead. So our next move needs to be smart.
Wrong
Probably
guy
don't have
crossing.
one more shot at this.
Yo, he's lagging me, so...
Let's do a strategy, to be honest.
I am planning on recruiting an ally.
He's so low. What the lucky shit?
I brought cranberries.
Lock one, Pikachu. Oh, that's
Negative.
I just see that both
I don't understand. I mean, Valerie was so certain.
She was wrong. Playing some twisted game. Either way, I trust that a lot more than I trust her.
Ah, this is what no, I not both of
She
them
wanted this.
from here. I just both of them in the last two. Oh yeah, the last two.
Hey Matt, now's not really a good time.
Bonnie and I found 24 people compelled to hang out at the high school last night.
Able to clear them out?
Ready to tranquilize them just to get them out of there, but they were all back this morning like they never left.
Why would someone compel people to gather at the high school in an abandoned
No, there's
town?
a drum in the house. Making the bad boy.
Matt! Matt!
So hard to vote now.
Hey, Kara, how fast can you get to the grill?
I invited you over here because we can't keep doing this. I mean, I want us all to start over.
That is
Pilgrims and Indians could do it. I'm sure there's hope for us.
We call them Native Americans now, but we didn't bring you here to correct your outdated racial slurs. Kick me, Stephanie.
I want to
No, it just
convince you of all the reasons that you need to help us get rid of Julian.
I'm sorry, is this some kind of setup?
Just
How many
hear
witches?
me out for a second. Anything from me, from you, from everyone. Julian found out about it somehow. He felt threatened by it. He beat her until the baby was no longer alive. Her child, your grandchild, was murdered by Julian. She swore me to secrecy, but the truth is too important. You need to know what kind of man he is.
I think what Stephanie's trying to say is, you have really crappy taste.
Listen, Mallory lied to me for over a century about you. That she tried to kill a member of my family in cold blood and tried to incinerate the love of my life. Do yourself a favor. Don't lose any more sleep over the words that come out of that poor girl's mouth.
But we have this squad here.
guess the joke's on me then, right? I mean, I was an idiot who believed.
Moving on.
Oh shit.
Concentrated vervain. Wow.
Don't you? I think may
Never.
Oh, in the bottom
I wanted a centuries old vampire with a bunch of witch groupies be so desperate to find anything collecting dust in Midlothian County and found. Seems to have anything.
Well, if Julian wants it, then so do I.
We're talking about Oscar's car or Lily? You're not doing this to stop a psychopath. You just want the girl.
Congratulations. You've just unlocked every man's true motivation in life.
I'm gonna give you some advice.
Oh, it's one
You
shot,
like
it's one
some
shot.
prize to be won.
Spoken like someone who's never been fought.
Found it.
I'm assuming Julian doesn't want to go to Blue Valley. Charming. Oh, wait, this is what Julian's looking for? Wonder what makes it so special.
I think I've seen that before. I was doing research on the stone. Let's see what I can dig up.
No, I don't need research to tell me which one's the pointy end. What do we need to know?
If he wants to kill someone with it, or he's worried about being killed by it.
There's one way to find out. Ran it through his chest, see what happens.
I know it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
Lily falling hopelessly in love with the person who murdered her sweetheart.
Not if I make it look like self-defense.
Good idea. Go pick a fight with an extremely powerful, unhinged ancient vampire. Should work out great.
Is it a hint of concern for me I detect in your voice?
Now that I think about it, go ahead and kill each other. Win-win for me. What are you doing?
Julian's practically brainwashed you like Giuseppe did way back when.
Just Giuseppe have to do with this.
Well, you didn't think that was a monster first. But somewhere along the way, this little warning light started blinking. Psycho! Psycho! You just need that little light to blink again.
What are you talking about?
It's a pattern, Lily. You can't see it with Julian just like you couldn't see it with Giuseppe. Hey, do you remember that fun-filled Thanksgiving we had back in 1851?
Langaw.
Chug my
Langaw? Paano mangyari may langaw? Halika din, lagyan mo. Lagyan mo ng Vicks. Ayun ng Vicks. Sige, ha? Pati ikaw, kung meron...
A table filled with fine food. And a stomach big enough to fit it all in.
No.
Just Giuseppe have to do with this.
Well, you didn't think that was a monster first. But somewhere along the way, this little warning light started blinking. Psycho! Psycho! That little light to blink again.
It's a pattern,
Okay.
Lily. You can't see it with Julian just like you couldn't see it with Giuseppe. Hey, do you remember that fun-filled Thanksgiving we had back in 1851? 51. Jog my memory. The barman made me behead my pet turkey. Yeah. Here. That wasn't doozy.
Dadalhin mo dito kay Budon? Dadalhin mo dito kay Budon?
If I
Okay,
could take
Bado?
you to a table filled with fine food. And a stomach big enough to fit it all in. I cannot.
What's the matter, sweetheart?
It was not an invitation, Damon. Eat.
Why is he not eating?
Because this is Sammy. That animal was put on this earth to be sustenance, not your friend. Clean your plate, or you will spend the night in the root cellar wishing you had.
You heard your father, Damon.
Rest in peace, Sammy.
I kept you from wasting your perfect week. I still
Huh?
don't see what any of this has to do with my current relationship.
Ah? Oo, meron pa konti doon, pero mo naman dagdagan.
Drawn to men who manipulate you into seeing what they want, men who abuse you.
Oh, I'm sorry. The vervain rope searing into my flesh are distracting me from concentrating on your lecture about tolerating abuse.
This is pointless. Spoilers with pumpkin pie.
Sa fry.
No, we are here to open up our eyes. You're gonna sit here. You're gonna listen to every single word I say. And by the end of the day, you're gonna help us kill your boyfriend.
I found more at the courthouse than another dozen at the supermarket.
That was just all IVs.
Saline. Keep them hydrated, but you only need a few.
Thanks.
I guess you know what the heretics are having for Thanksgiving dinner.
Problem is, I can't find a single bite mark on any of them, which is somehow creepier. They're not being fed on. They're being fed. Found these in the trash can. Salmon, steak, iron-rich foods probably to boost their blood cell count. It's like someone's fattening the cattle for the slaughter. Okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're not sorry. It's cute.
Rest, doon na sa room at matulog na ikaw. Sige
I
na.
think I had an expired blood bag last night or something. You know, and then the talk of the food and the iron and the slaughtered cattle.
So you're a vampire with food poisoning.
Yes, Matt, I am a vampire with food poisoning, standing in a room with much bigger problems. Stop looking at me like you've never seen a vampire vomit before and start thinking of a way to break their compulsion.
Short of turning them into vampires, I can't think of a way to break them.
Maybe we don't have to break it. Maybe someone can siphon it away.
Ah, the barkeep. Did you forget your tip jar? Oh, yes. The steerage waif Lily took pity upon. She told me all about it. That's fine. She hardly mentioned you. So, what brings you here? I left something behind that means a great deal to me.
Renz, doon na sa room. Matulog ka na, Renz. Gabi na.
Someone lying around.
Dali na.
Perhaps Lily threw it out with the rest of the rubbish. She loves it when I play for her. Sometimes pays me too. And there is no point trying to deny her.
You're not suggesting anything untoward.
Oh, and if I were,
Well, have to settle it like gentlemen.
but
I assured Lily that there would be no more bloodshed in the house.
you made promises about outside.
You want me to siphon the compulsion out of all these people. Do you have any idea how long that will take? Probably the amount of time that it will take to siphon 1% times the amount of people in this room. I am all for scattering Julian's plans, but siphoning these people won't make a difference. I'll just replace them. You'd be trading one life for another. Speaking of, can't imagine this is the safest town for someone with your stuff. Or Alaric, that the Gemini Coven dumped its twin babies into my... You know what? Never mind, because it's not true. It is not true. A test confirmed it. Yeah, and thanks to you, Alaric is probably still at home, waiting for that second blue line to show up. So, maybe now would be an appropriate time to call him and explain how you could get something so important, so incredibly... Things to do with my time. I'm sorry. Sorry. Maybe it was just a momentary lapse of magical juju. Can you just please help us take away these people's compulsion?
Do you know what true bravery is? Most people don't. It isn't going against incredible odds, thinking you're going to win. No, that's merely confidence. Bravery is knowing you're going to lose, but doing it anyway. That's your strategy? Bore me into submission? Well, if you won't let me give you an honorable way out, I have no choice but to give you an honorable death. Well, let's get on with it. Choose your weapon.
Renz, matutulog ka na. Doon ka na. Sige na. Mamaya matutulog ka na naman dyan.
Bleeding is entirely necessary and quite painful.
Oh, is that burn?
Lagyan nga natin ng Vicks yung pantal mo. May pantal ka, oh. Asan na yung Vicks?
Enough, Damon. What? She thinks this is painful?
Ito rin siya.
12 and
Ito
helpless.
pa. Tayo ka nga. Tayo ka nga. Tayo ka nga. Baka meron pa. Isus, ang orte. Ate mo rin. Ate, babaan ka pa. Meron pa dito.
Maybe excuse.
Ano ko bagat sa'yo?
In a moment.
Nico. Kasi lagi yata nilagaan yung Muhammad eh. Dito meron pa. Tayo ka nga. Sige na, punta ka lang.
Took this out for a
Patulog
special
ka na
occasion
para
today.
lumaki ka na agad.
In the process, I
Wala,
discovered
Lens.
quite a bit of money. Stefan,
Lens,
have you been
wala
rummaging
na.
around your father's bureau? Well, I did not just grow legs and walk off now, did it?
Renzi? Doon na. Good night, Renz. Uy! Hello sa mga viewers natin dyan. Ano nga?
She thinks this is painful? Try being 12 and helpless.
Took this out for a special occasion today. But in the process, I discovered quite a bit of money missing from my bureau. You would not know anything about that.
No.
Stefan, have you been rummaging around your father's bureau? Well, he did not just grow legs and walk off now, did it? Did it? Confess here and now, like a man. Who took the money?
It was not us.
To think of all the work your mother has put into grooming you to be proper young men of society. Do you really want to put her through the heartache of thinking she is a complete and failure? No. Then what would a man do?
He would tell the truth.
And the truth is,
I took it.
I didn't raise you to be a thief. But I also didn't raise you to be a liar, and you have told the truth here today. Have you learned your lesson? This is to make certain you remember it.
I didn't take Giuseppe's money. I only confessed because I was afraid of what he'd do to Stefan.
Your pattern, Lily. Julian's a monster. Giuseppe was a monster.
You don't think I knew that? I was married to the man for 20 years. What kind of a fool do you take me for? You think I believed you when I caught you digging for ice in the icebox and you told me you scratched your arm playing? I'm not blind, Damon. I knew exactly what he did to you that night. I had gone to fetch his bourbon like he asked. I was on the stairs when I heard your scream. You ran by me clutching your arm. You didn't see me through your tears.
You did nothing.
You did nothing?
That is not true. Everything that I did.
Lily.
Someone's trying to kill Julian.
What are you talking about?
To protect him from you. We did a spell. We bound Julian's life to mine. We're linked. If he dies, so do I.
Oh. So you two have met before. Where did you get that?
Hi, Paul.
You took a wrong turn and ended up in Mystic Falls. Leave and forget everything that you saw here.
Daday, matulog ka na.
What?
Sure you don't want to talk about this whole Valerie baby stuff now?
There's nothing to talk about.
I've never seen you puke before.
That is because I am polite, not pregnant. I can't have Alaric's babies inside of me. Not only is it impossible, but it literally defies the physics of the universe. Julian is evil. He doesn't care about our family. He only cares about himself. I'm busy crying.
I was the one who took the money. Thanksgiving. It was me.
I don't understand.
Your father never let me have anything. I lived under his complete control. I had no means of my own, no access to funds.
You stood in the next room as your son was being tortured. You didn't confess, and then you stayed with the man for another 5 years.
I was trying to save us. We were gonna run away. I was gonna protect you boys. We were never gonna see him again. But your father, even drunk and miserable, was always one step ahead.
Looking for these
I don't know what those are.
train tickets. 3 of them. Planning a trip, are we?
Oh, Giuseppe, you ruined all my fun. I thought it could be a surprise. I thought you could take the boys to New York for a week and then see that new steamship we read about in the paper.
You do that. And I punish Damon for your duplicity. And you tried to steal my children from me. Should you ever attempt that again, I will take the boys far from here. You will be alone and you will never see them again. Do you understand me?
That's why I had to stay. Giuseppe was a monster. He wasn't manipulating me. I wasn't blind to it. I knew it in my bones. The only thing I cared about more than leaving him was protecting your brother and you. Everything. And I did pay. I was doing for you.
Old psycho. Go pick a sword from the junior section.
On the contrary, I reckon that sword was forged for that very purpose. Incoming.
You're drunk. Is everything okay?
Oh, it's just peachy.
Okay. I just came to get a book that I left here.
Actually, I'm just gonna do my research here if that's okay with you.
My office is your office.
Great.
Okay, I think so. So, Enzo found some sword in Oscar's car and is under the impression he'll kill Julian. except it's...
Next time.
Okay. Stone gives the sword its power against immortal foes. Without it, the blade is merely a blade.
Gives his life to my mom's and then engages in a duel. What is this? Hamlet Community Theater?
Wait, back up. What are you talking about linked himself to your mom?
Using Lily as a human shield. Guess he'd forgotten about the part that half the people actually left in this town hate her guts.
Damon, tell me you did not just kill Lily.
Are you hurt? Fine. You're not really the one that I'm worried about. Oh, isn't it possible to kill the psycho and save the babies just sound similar in witch Latin? Not to mention that you've been out of their loop for like 100 years. 1,000 years, component. Forget that spell. It's not a day goes by I don't think about those words. Why do you know so much about this? Like you care. And it's not like you believe anything I say. I'm willing to believe you. How do you know so much about the spell? Because I've used it. I was pregnant before I told. Julian knew that if Liddy found out, he promptly ended it. I did everything in my power to save the life inside me. I didn't have an entire coven to work with, it was just me. Hard as I tried, I wasn't strong enough. But why would you having a baby make Willie want to go on domestic violence? That you have with Stefan. The baby was his. Our story may have ended in tragedy. You had the chance to see that your friend Alarix doesn't. Valerie, the test was negative. Test.
Didn't work anyway.
Take me home, please.
What?
Well, look, he's finally calling me back.
Sorry, I got waylaid at an impound lot with Enzo, just somehow not even the worst part of my day.
I need your help, Bob. Instead, get you my calls to hang out with the guy who recently kidnapped your roommate.
Where are you? I'll meet you.
Don't bother. Tyler and Jeremy actually took my call. They think they found a way to help. Now I'm looking into it. Guess we could both use a drink.
Heard today didn't go so well.
You lie down. Lily made her intentions clear.
Good. Better off without her.
Come on, you can't honestly say you're surprised, can you? You wanted Julian dead. I wanted to punish Mom, and I had a way to kill two birds with one stone. I am never gonna change. Lily is never gonna change it. You are never gonna change. You're never gonna stop straining to find one tiny...
Wrong. You don't know the whole story.
I don't want to know the whole story, Stefan. I don't want to know any more excuses or lies or anything that tells me anything other than the way that I know it went down. Our mother faked her death, left her sons behind, started a new family, and went out of her way to forget us forever. That is the only... She tossed us aside without any concern of what would happen to us. As far as I'm concerned, she deserves what she gets.
She deserves what she gets. I don't know about you, but
I could use a warm bath.
How are you doing in the woods with Samantha?
You know me. Never one to resist a sword fight.
Except my life was bound to yours.
I'm also never one to lose.
Julian, this isn't just red wine spilled down my shirt.
Talent. You were never in any danger.
Oh. Funny how choking on your own blood makes you feel like it.
We were boys being boys, fighting for your honor. If anything was silly, well, until one of your misbehaved sons showed up and tried to kill us both.
Did you know Valerie was once pregnant with Stefan's child?
Valerie, no. I did not.
According to my sons, you did know. And when you found out, you beat her until she lost the child.
Lily, you know me. You know how deeply that I care about the family that we have built. I would do anything to keep us together. I would never have done something so revolting. This has been rambling on. You must have been so upset today, and here I am, acting like it was nothing. It would destroy me if I ever do. Really forgive me.
Of course.
I hate to see you in such pain. I was drunk and not myself. It brought out a rage in me. I cannot be faulted for trying to keep my family together. Will you forgive me?
Of course. Of course.
You must have been so upset today, and here I am, acting like it was nothing. It would destroy me if I ever hurt you. Really forgive me.
Of course.